we saw Eiht getting to acting back in the day, and he got some stuff coming out now. We actually starting to shoot movies. 2024, the first quarter of 2024, we actually go start shooting some movies. Have you ever thought about getting into acting and doing some shit?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if if the role fit my character and shit. I would say I wouldn't even have to act. I would just say what I would naturally say.
Well, as you know,
you know what I'm saying?
As y'all know, because I think all four of us on here we've mentioned something online and you look up and see another motherfucker doing it. So I learned my lesson with that. But me and Eiht got some concepts that we working on, man, and we shooting movies next year. And we really want to get you involved on it. Soren is involved with it too. And we go do some real fly, amazing shit, dog. That's pretty much go kill the game. But I'm not gonna mention it now. We can talk about that off the air because you got the haters out there right now listening, man. And the cats that be stealing got so much money, they can take your idea that you plan to do and go execute that motherfucker next week. And you'll look up and be like, damn, I had the same idea. How did he find out about that?
Right, real. That's real shit. You know how they say, it can be, it's haters out, it's rich, it's haters out there with money too. All the haters ain't broke. These motherfuckers out there with money that's hating on you and you got less than they do.
Hell yeah, and that's
rock with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the cold thing about it. It won't include you on it. It won't include you at all.
It won't include you at all.
They go do their own whack version, some shit you don't thought of, and you be like, damn, man, them motherfuckers done stole my shit. And it don't even make no sense to even talk about it because everybody else will look at you like, oh, man, you ain't think of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember think of that.
I used to walk around before I dropped 187 proof. I used to walk around and I'd be spitting it to the homies and shit all the time. And some of my close homies was like, man, don't say that shit no more. Like, don't rap that song no more. Don't rap that shit to nobody else. And they was right.
Be a motherfucker out there doing it.
Yeah, exactly. You motherfucker would have took that whole concept and rocked with it, and got it to the radio before I did. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a rap.
Oh, don't trip off my shit. That's just my smoke machine right now. That's they got that good camera effect. You like that, Steele?
It's all good. I see you.
My nigga, you like them camera tricks, huh? They get motherfuckers smoked up. It started flaming up on the nigga and coming in. My nigga was sitting back like, what the fuck going on right there?
Yeah, they got a fog machine over there, yo.
Yeah, it's cracking right now.
Yeah,
they got a fog machine.
I got a fog machine right here. Look, check it out.
So,
it's broke. My fog machine broke. Damn, I gotta fix it.
You got a real fog machine over there, Spice?
Well, that's my acting right there. See, I can do it.
He said that's my acting.
Yeah, I can get it in if I need to.
Hey, so you know what? Speaking of acting, man, I hate to come out and ask questions that motherfuckers don't ask a million times already, man. What was going on the movie set, man? Was you out there beating niggas up, Spice?
Nah, I actually was I didn't even see it. You know what I'm saying? I was just, I just literally told, when I seen Alan, I said, man, go, my nigga, go. And I seen niggas trying to chase him up the hill, and I went down and I looked, hey, what the fuck y'all doing? Like, cut that shit, you know what I'm saying? But, by then the damage was already done, you know what I'm saying? So,
So the Alan Hughes really because you was there too, ain't right?
I wasn't there. I wasn't shooting that day. I was on the set every day, but that day. I think I had a show or I was out of town, so I wasn't on set that day.
Man, the demos used to go down back then, boy.
I shouldn't have. I don't know, Eiht, if I ever told you this, but when Pac came and got me from the airport that day, and I was drinking Jack and Coke all the way there, nigga. So by the time I landed, Pac picked me up and he showed me, what the newspaper and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm like, and he's it said in the newspaper, Tupac comes to the set of Menace to Society, drunk and high, can't remember his lines. So the Hughes Brothers fired him, right? And he was like, man, they didn't even call me and say nothing. And I'm like, damn, for real, but I was twisted, man. And he was like, I'm gonna beat that motherfucking ass, right? And so naturally, You know what I'm gonna start saying? I said, nigga, you ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. I kept
so you
saying
instigated this shit.
I didn't know they was gonna even be up there. I had no idea they was gonna be there. And I kept, talking shit. You ain't gonna do nothing, nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing. I kept saying that, you know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, I'm gonna beat that. And I'm, but I didn't know that they was gonna be up there and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I seen him, I'm like, man, cut that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this is nigga video shoot. Y'all niggas up here acting crazy and shit. And, but shout out to the Hughes Brothers, man. I love them niggas, dude. You know what I'm saying? At least they tried to put me in some shit. You know what I'm saying?
What was gonna be your roles? What was your role gonna be, Spice?
I was gonna be old dog.
That's right. You told me that the last one.
Supposed to be Sharif. I had the script. You know what I'm saying? But my manager at the time he just wasn't really handling his fucking business, so I had to fire that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He had to get the fuck up out of there. I was hot over that shit. I even after I realized that the shit wasn't happening, I drunk like a whole thing of Carlos Rossi. It had to end up in the hospital and shit. I was mad as hell.
For real, man. You know what, man? I think a lot of people, man, a lot of the homies suffer from having bad management back then. Because I think about like even Eiht, for example, the role he played in Menace. Eiht was supposed to go on to me and have the same kind of movie career almost that Cube had. Wouldn't you say so, Soren? Wouldn't you agree to an extent?
Yeah.
I mean, it was incredible work. So yeah, that's what 2000.
Unfortunately, like I said, unfortunately,
I think you can still do it though, my nigga. You know what?
Get done.
I think you still got a long way.
It went the way it went for a reason, and you got to take steps. Like I said, I always tell the same analogy to my son. Some motherfuckers get there overnight. Some motherfuckers it take 20 years to get there and build it up, and you got to take the long road. Don't mean you ain't gonna get there. It's just for some of us, man, it just take a longer walk. You feel me?
I think it might be better to date those Spice, because like I said, man, the stuff we about to do in 2024 gonna be groundbreaking, and can't nobody do it but us, bro. And we gonna reap the financial benefits off the shit without somebody else doing it and throwing us peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think a motherfucker would respect the motherfucker's talent and what he done been through and all his hard work of writing and coming up with songs and stories and, trying to be able to hang with every other motherfucking significant artist out there. And it's just some motherfuckers come along and go, nah, you don't deserve nothing. Here, nigga, take this $10 while I take this 10,000. You feel me? It's just some niggas who felt like that. And I say those are the niggas like you wish that every motherfucker would be on the up and up. Like I tell you all the time, Steele, it just don't happen. You feel me? It just don't happen. If a motherfucker feel they can fuck you, they're going to fuck you. And they don't feel no remorse about it.
Ain't that crazy? I think we all got them stories. Hey, Spice, let me ask you this, man. When you was with Jive at the time, man, did you ever talk to Barry Wise about the financial disparities that was going on up there?
Man,
Did you even have a direct connection to Barry and Jeff, or did you go everything through your manager?
I did for a while, and then they didn't talk to nobody but my manager. At the end, I couldn't get Barry on the phone or Jeff on the phone at the end. And that hurt my feelings, dude. That really, because they brought me up there and they used to throw me birthday parties and give me my platinum and gold plaques and push my record and all of that, and all of a sudden the water cut off and I didn't know why, and my manager was he started. It seemed like he was working for them. He wasn't working for me no more,
So Spice, when you were going gold and having all this success and having these big records, big videos, soundtracks, all this stuff, you literally only got your advances? Nobody ever...
I'm just now starting to see residuals. Because, I don't know what happened with Jive or if they still out there, or not. But, I still get my residuals, get my royalties. Some I'm not getting, some I'm working on. But I still see it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's 30 years later. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Spice, I'm gonna tell you something, man, and you got to look into this, man. And you maybe me and you and Soren and Eiht can have a conversation once we get off the show. All of those albums have a reversion on them to where you may own a lot of them albums right now.
Yeah.
Right.
You may own it. You may get some of this stuff. Because I know Bone is about to get their stuff back. They're about to get their albums back right now. And you should be in the same position, man, because it's a lot of stuff that people did that was crooked back then. Because you got to remember, at the time when y'all signed y'all contracts, man, it wasn't no digital. So how can they be selling digital albums or streaming digital albums when they don't really have a right to stream them?
Well, it wasn't no such thing as the internet.
Yeah, exactly. So we definitely got to have a conversation, man. And I know it's a lot of people trying to take advantage of that right now. Like me and Eiht had a guy to hit us up, man, talking about some well, Eiht may want to go buy a car or he may want to go buy some rims. I said, what the fuck? So they pretty much wanted to buy the rights to his album for and I ain't even go talk about the sum, but it was embarrassing. I said, why would he sell y'all that when that's what he get a year off his royalties?
Exactly.
That's crazy. People don't know.
It's just some people that feel like artists from our generation are desperate, right? They feel a lot of artists from our era are broke, because let's face it, we never did reap the rewards from our work. I mean, niggas was having gold and platinum records, and if that shit was today, you get me, you be reaping the rewards from your gold and platinum and double platinum records. But shit, back then, you could have a motherfucking platinum record and you still living on the block. You know what I'm saying? It just was shit that was unheard of. And for a motherfucker to take all this hard work and, like I said again, trying to come up and create butt fucking shit, trying to create music that, when you got competition like niggas like Spice One and Ice Cube and Scarface and LL Cool J, and you get me? You trying to come up with decent material to look up. And nigga, a year later, nigga, it's like, damn, my record went platinum, but I ain't getting not $1. Like a nigga ain't sent me a check for nothing. They done came knocking on my door talking about it's time to do another album. I'm like, what the but it's unfortunate that we went through that era. Now it's streaming and digital and niggas can push their own shit and you ain't got to go through a label and all that shit. Nigga can pocket all his money from let me drop my shit on a SoundCloud or this or that. You get me? I'm going to get all my bread. And don't be a popular little artist who, city getting behind them and fans, and next thing you know, nigga, he got 1 million streams on whatever, and niggas collecting real money nowadays. It was
100% of his shit through fucking United Masters or something.
So, we just got to fight a little longer, man, to get our just due.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes. If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.